Bro, why are we waiting? I will maybe give it to you that maybe you're trying to scout DP, but pull up. What's up? But here's my thing. They're doing the thing you want them to do, but you're not anti-airing them. I need some anti-airs. I need them. In this whole shabab, how come we did not hit a crouch and medium kick? I don't understand. It's one of your best buttons. Please. You know what the delay tech is? Delay tech is that one friend in your friend group that is like, you know, she's talking all nice to you, you know what I'm saying, whoop-de-woo, trying to get, you know what I'm saying, she's like, oh, you know what I'm saying, you're so nice, I wish I had a guy like you type beat, you know what I'm saying, but behind your back, she's talking crazy. You feel me? That's the type of thing delay tech is. It may seem nice in the front, but in the back, it gets you. Okay, so we are watching Cammy player again. Now the reason why we're doing this one, and this one is a little bit rushed, admittedly, you know, I am gonna do my best though. The reason why is that our Cammy player here does have a tournament coming up this coming weekend, so I want to see if I can help him out real quick. Okay, so with that being said, anti-airs off rip. You were standing in the perfect position to do so, but I need you to actually let something rip, because we can't unfortunately be letting them get away with jumps. And I know it's going to be particularly difficult when it comes to DJ's jumps, because DJ's jumps are a little bit unique in the fact that he has like a little command jump that makes things a little bit harder to anti-air. But regardless, I want attempts. Okay, attempts at anti-airing will get you so far. If you're on this video, I'm sure you need some help. I Lord know I did at some point. So here's the thing. You want your favorite players to come and coach you, but let's be real. They charging like $200 per hour. You don't need that. But what I got you good. I'll give you some free coaching. And what does that mean? That means you drop your CFN down below. I'll go watch your recent ranked matches, I'll assess them, let you know things you can work on, as well as things you can practice in the lab in real time to help you improve. And yeah, I'm not your favorite pro, but I'm available. You know, those pros are not available. So once again, drop your CFN down below. I'll take a look, I'll help you out, and hey, even if I don't help, it was free. You didn't lose anything. Not like the $50-$60 sessions the others be charging. Once again, drop your link down below and back to the video. Okay, again, why aren't we drive rushing here? Here would be the perfect case to drive rush, even if we were just checking. Because at this current moment, oh, let me put up the battle HUD. There we go. Because at this current moment, we do in fact have full meter, so we should be using it. Okay. What did we press here? Okay. After being hit. Why are we pressing after being hit? Okay. We have to be very mindful of the fact that we have gotten hit. Therefore, you are negative, and your turn, you have to respect the fact that you don't have a turn right now. Okay, this is not for all cases, but in most cases, once you get hit, ideally you don't want to keep hitting stuff because you're gonna get counter hit like you just saw. Okay, nice pull up. Okay, instead, so for the first time, I would prefer that you used crouching heavy punch. Just because you, in the first crouching heavy punch, you kind of get to see where they're at. If you get DP'd, it is what it is. Like, you know, don't really worry about it all too much. But I prefer, in this case, you pulled up a little bit closer and then crouching heavy punch. Good sweep. Nice try. Yup. Oh, we're a little bit late on it, huh? Yeah, unfortunate. Whoa, why aren't we converting those? We should be converting these almost every time. Yeah, so here was a little bit unfortunate, but this you had 2 jabs to confirm it, and honestly you should be confirming this. There should be no reason why. So take some time, honestly make sure that you're getting your jab confirms down. Even while you're at the venue, there should be casual setups. From there, either play somebody or whatever have you. Just like make sure that you're getting down the input delay that comes with PS5s. Trust me, at Evo the input delay was insane, but don't worry about that. Just make sure that you're getting comfortable with how those setups play, so that situations like this won't happen as often. Okay, because we got to make sure that we're confirming this hit. Okay, nice. What is our option? So here we have two options. We can decide to use meter, or we can decide to just pull up crouching heavy punch, or we can pull up and grab again. Okay, so we should in fact be reacting to drive rush. Luckily we just decided to block afterwards, but try to make it a habit. So set the opponent to try different things on wake up and react to them. So what you'll do is that you'll set them up to mash, you'll set them up to DI, and then you'll set them up to jump. These three things you should beat them on a consistent basis. Okay, so let's say you walk up grab. Then what happens is when you jump, when the opponent, if the opponent mashes when you try to grab them again, it should counter hit them. If they try to jump, then it'll whiff. But when they neutral jump, which they either neutral jump or back jump, if they neutral jump or back jump, then you should be ready to DP it. Okay, and then on top of which, if they try to DI, throw beats DI, so it should be a punish counter. Okay, likewise, I would also like you to practice crouch jab. So if you walk up crouch jab, and if they try to match, it should be a counter hit into a small confirm. If they try to DI, you should be ready to DI back. And if they jump, they should just get hit outright. Okay, so that's something that I want you to practice. I will also show it in the lab so that you can kind of see how it works out. Again, I want those I want those anti-airs in check, man. Anti-airs will take you very far, because let's say you get that anti-air, right? Number one, you take off that 0.5 off this bar, on top of which now you can enforce your pressure off of this. Okay, again, we have full meter, so we should be using crouching medium kick into drive rush. There's no reason not to. On defense, regardless of whether they blocked it or not, regardless, you should be going for it. Okay, yeah, we also need to practice our whiff punishing. Yeah, he's doing that way too often on you, man. Okay, all right, yeah, they just caught him out with an air, which is perfectly fine. That is what it is. Let's see. Okay, I love the waiting. See, I love the fact that you're doing this and just waiting to see what he likes to do. Okay, then you pulled up. Unfortunately, you let it rip a little bit too early, which is perfectly fine though. Okay, now, okay, so mind you, let me put you in the mind of the DJ when they're just crouched back like this. Okay, when they're like this, they're expecting you to jump. Why? Because their DP is a charge input. Okay, their anti-air is generally a charged input, so if it is a charged input, they're going to want to be crouching so that they can press up and kicks. So ideally, when they're like this, you do not want to jump, because that is exactly what they're looking for. Okay, careful with sweep, anti-air. Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, so from here, okay, I'm not exactly sure why you're trying to press grab, because he's nowhere near you. I don't know if that was just a little bit of a panic situation. I'm looking at your inputs: punch, parry, then whoa, light medium punch and light medium kicks both at the same time. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're going for here. I would want to say you were going for an EXDP, but that would be a little bit too generous. So again, tighten up with those anti-airs, man. Okay, confirm it. We should know our confirm off of this. Here, just like, even just guessing here, but I would assume that you would be able to get drive rush, heavy punch, crouching medium punch, spiral, right? Or cannon spike, whatever. Okay. Boom, boom, pull up, yeah. Do something with your plus frames. Do something with your plus frames. You plus frames. Bro, why are we waiting? I will maybe give it to you that maybe you're trying to scout DP, but pull up. What's up? You're up around. It's okay to take a little bit of liberties, man. Again, why aren't we drive rushing? We have meter. Use the meter. Okay, yeah. It's just unfortunate there. Unfortunately, we don't exactly know. We're going through the motions of playing the game, but we're not exactly knowing what we're looking for. Okay, please anti-air this. You've set yourself up perfectly to anti-air this. Oh, Lord. Okay, brother, look at me. Look at me. Okay, listen. Listen. Okay, listen. Look at me. Listen. Listen. Okay, when he is like this, when the round starts and you are positioned for anti-airing, what is going through your mind? Okay, because ideally you're standing there to try and snipe whatever they's trying to do. But here's my thing, they're doing the thing you want them to do, but you're not anti-airing them. I need some anti-airs. I need them. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was a nice attempt. You gotta respect that. Yeah. Sway is annoying. Yeah, nice. Okay. Here, I would even say get a little bit greedy. Okay, why? Granted, I'm perfectly aware that if you jump over, it technically isn't your turn, but platinums are not thinking that far. Most masters aren't even thinking that far, okay? So what I would say is once you've swept them, take the positioning to put them in the corner. Yeah, you technically you won't be able to use any of your plus buttons per se, but at the same time, you'll be setting yourself up with better positioning and able to hurt them a little bit more and making them think a little bit more on defense if this is the case. But here, once he gets up, let's say he fires off a DP, you're in the corner now. And now you're back to dealing with Sway, Fireball, with Sway overhead, with all of his options, DI, you know what I mean? Like Sway cancel throw, all of it. And don't forget sweep. Yeah, and see, now you're back in the same situation. See what I'm saying? So you successfully got the sweep. I would say take the chance to get out the corner. Okay, because essentially you got the sweep, which was really good, but now you really put yourself back in the same situation. Okay, unfortunately he blocked it. He doesn't have punishes. We're fine. Yeah, it's meaty DI. It's hard to deal with, so I'm not gonna hold that against you. And then you get blown up for it. This is not gonna kill, right? Yeah. Okay, we still got match left. Okay, what do we have left? Okay. Oh, okay. Now, you are Cammy, okay? You are her, all right? You feel me? What does this mean? You have two options here. You can let that CA rip and you can punish this fool for doing this, okay? Or you could go for your spinning knuckle, which is projectile invincible, which you always want to let your opponent know that, hey, I got these. Why? Because you want to make them a little bit more afraid to throw fireballs at you, which he's like, so right here, he's like, okay, shot the first fireball, but I gotta be safe. He shot this fireball, you blocked it. He's like, I bet, time the fireball up. See what I'm saying? But if you checked him for it, then he would be a lot less likely to throw out fireballs against you, on top of which you would have gotten your turn. and then you kind of have to play the guessing game there. It's still a hard place to come back from, but when the lives are a little bit more even, and then that CA is the difference between winning the game and being chipped out, it'll make a very big difference. Okay, so let's go on to the next game. Okay, so we are now in the second match. Okay, whoa, buddy, whoa. I don't even like when pro cammies do this. It's just like, what? I don't like this. Okay, across the board, I don't like this. I know you've seen, like, you know, Punk done this a couple times, maybe a couple of other high level players have done this. I think you're just throwing yourself to the wolves. Okay, so be careful with that option. By the way, he's shown you the fact that he's willing to jump. So even then, standing still and waiting for the jump to happen would be a wiser thing to do. So just keep in mind what your opponent likes to do in round start. If he likes to like drive rush in and slot and sweep, then we got to be more aware of that, right? Or if he likes to jump a lot, then we have to be aware of that as well. Okay, we're seeing a lot of whiffs, but not a lot of whiff punishing. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, easy 4. You know what I mean? Okay, the next time you hit crouching medium kick, I better see a drive rush. What? Why? Okay, in this whole shabab, how come we did not hit a crouching medium kick? I don't understand. It's one of your best buttons. Please. Yeah, drive rush off that button. Oh, whoa, okay, whoa now. Okay, now I am not sure, but I'm fairly certain that don't connect unless that's a counter hit. So I'm gonna need you to figure out what your routing is there. If you hit crouching medium punch, and even if you're hitting crouching medium punch, Lord, drive rush off your buttons. Don't burn out, but drive rush off your buttons. They're there for you to drive rush off of them, please. Okay, nice tech. Please answer him. Yes. Good. Pull up again. Good bait. Now kill him. This should be dead. Brother, this guy. No, I'm playing. What did you input, man? You put in DP? You put in light DP? Nah, man, you needed level 1 here, bro. I don't think light DP would have killed. You need level 1 here. Listen, level 1 or round 1, spend the cash. I don't care. Round 1, spend the cash. Okay, whatever cash you got is in, it don't matter. Okay, lock in the first round. That way, if say the second round goes sour, you got a third round. But if you get sloppy, someone might come back on you, especially if you did a all-in combo and you drop the combo, then he gets a side switch on you. Now you're eating one more throw, then he burns you out and you die. You can't be dying. Spend the cash. Don't get greedy. Nice finish on the jabs. Okay, once it, whoa. Oi. What is, nah. What are your buttons, guy? What? Nah. Stop. Okay, I know what he's doing, but his buttons look mad hilarious. It's the same thing that I was telling a couple of sessions ago, where if you're trying to do round start drive rush, just hold parry and dash. That's why his buttons look like this. Okay, that's exactly why, because he's holding parry and he's mashing forward over and over again, and that's why he's getting it. So it's forward, raw holding parry, then neutral, then forward again, then neutral, then, but he doesn't know the timing, so that's why it looks so ugly. Okay, even then, sir, we should be ready. If we're turtling up like this, we should be looking for something. Okay, that's the whole goal. We should be looking for something. Make it a habit of thinking about what your opponent likes to do. Not your opponent as in the person, but your opponent as in the character. Okay? Let's say you're fighting a Manon. It's not likely that she's going to come flying in with a drive rush. But if we're talking about a faster character like Jury, like DJ, or even Cammy, they're going to come flying at you. Okay? And if they're going to come flying at you, you need to be prepared for a possible drive rush check. Okay, this is some stuff that you need to keep in mind while you're playing. What type of character am I playing against, and what type of things do I need to keep in mind? For instance, you're not going to be prepared to do spinning knuckle on Manon because, like, you know, ideally she doesn't have a fireball, so you don't need to be prepared for that, right? But if you're dealing with Guile, you need to be prepared with like an EX one in order to punish it. See what I'm saying? Okay. He's probably gonna pull up on you. You're gonna have to block here. Nice whiff punish. Would have preferred. Bro, are you allergic to the crouching medium kick? I need you to start abusing it, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I need you to start abusing it. It's such a good button. Why not? You've used crouching medium punch more than you've done crouching medium kick. I need you to use that a little bit more. Okay, that's unfortunate. It is what it is. Plus. Cannot do this. It's plus. It is plus. You have to hold this. Okay, I get that you're spaced out. Maybe you want to try a DI, see if he does anything cheeky, but in most cases you want to either try and, if you're gonna try and force your way out, EX DP out, or just hold it, or try and perfect parry it. Okay, try and perfect parry the follow-up because you know a follow-up's coming. Okay, fortunate. It's the old friend, or should I say friend of me. You know what the late tech is? The late tech is that one friend in your friend group that is like, you know, she's talking all nice to you, you know what I'm saying? Whoop-de-woo, trying to get, you know what I'm saying? She's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? You're so nice. I wish I had a guy like you type beat. You know what I'm saying? But behind your back, she's talking crazy. You feel me? That's the type of thing the late tech is. It may seem nice in the front, but in the back, it gets you. You see, you killed the thing because I was about to say killed, and you didn't kill. I need you to not kill. Bro, kill. Thank you. Holy smokes. All right, let's get on. Final round. Let's see what's going on. Okay, pull up. Nice tech. Although teching scares me from anyone. Okay. Oh, whoa. This was one. Okay, this was one. Okay, this is what I'm gonna say. If you are a character that has an anti-projectile move and something like this happens to you, so let's say they throw the one, okay? Oh, I need this to. They throw the one. You get hit by the one. That hit should be whoop. Turn on your brain the fact that a 2 might be coming, and if a 2 is coming, I need to use my anti-projectile move. Okay, that's what should switch right here. You got hit in your mouth. I need that anti-projectile part of your brain to activate immediately, so that I'm like, okay, now I'm chilling. If you press it, I got you. But you ain't awake. Oh, wow. Okay. Not sure what we was trying to snipe here, but no. Listen, I'll tell you this much. This is not a scenario where you should be using DI. Okay. It's not good, because let's say even if he didn't happen to want to DI at the same time as you, he's probably trying to pull up and crouch your medium punch, standing medium punch, right? And then in those cases, or a roll up crouching medium kick, that's a very viable option as well, right? And if he does that, then he can just DI you back. It's not a good scenario to put yourself in. Boom. He's gonna spend. Yep. Let's not see the star platinum. Yeah. Okay, let's go a little bit back. Okay, we tried neutral jumping. So in the case where we're neutral jumping here, what are we trying to accomplish? There should be a goal behind every movement that you make in this game. Okay, it is that type of serious. I know it sounds a little dramatic, but it is that type of serious, because realistically, what's your goal here? Okay, I know you weren't looking for that. because if you were looking for that, then you know we would have had other options that would have been a little bit better, right? We would have walked back a little bit. We would have, you know, walked back in order to make that whiff and to make it a punish. But the whole thing is that there wasn't a plan behind that neutral jump per se. You just neutral jumped because you felt like maybe, oh, I'm gonna get pressured, so I don't want to deal with it, so I'm gonna hold up. See what I'm saying? There has to be intentionality behind what you're doing. Okay, be careful about being broken. Yeah, it's pretty much GG's. Take the corner. Take the corner. Corner over Oki, bro. Corner over Oki. Take them to the corner. Here you had them, and then you lost them, and then you whiffed, and then you whiffed the throw. Again, another situation where now that you're in burnout, and they're gonna try and walk away from you in order to start throwing fireballs, because that's where their mind goes to close out games. Okay, in that case, you can fire off a level 3, or you can decide to go for your spinning. Okay, all right, confirms. We need to practice our jab confirms, because currently your jab confirms are not doing it for me. Your crouch jab confirms they're not doing it for me. Why is it that you're getting... Yeah, you're missing it. I don't know. I'm not gonna say the game is laggy or whatever have you, but you're missing it, and you cannot be missing your jab confirms. Just here I say chill out. It already looks like you're gonna chill out, but here just chill out, because yeah, you don't want to just get DP'd. Okay. I don't know why you thought that option was good. So after dive kick, in most cases you would have gone for jab. So my question to you is, why would we not go for jab again, or try to grab them or whatever have you? Because that most likely in most cases would have been a counter hit, right? So we gotta figure out how we want to conduct neutral. We gotta figure out why we're doing what we're doing, and we'll go over a couple of combos, just like kick combos, as well as making sure that we kill when we have the chance, especially during round 1. Okay, let's get over to the homework section. Got some things to talk about. Let's get it. Okay, so now that we are in the lab, let's go through a couple of things here. So the first things first is that I felt like you were using this, which is, don't get me wrong, it's a good move, but to be honest, we should be using this, right? And ideally, when we're using this, right, we don't want to just throw it out there, especially when we have full meter, right? If we have full meter, might as well drive rush in, you know what I mean? Because otherwise we're just wasting like premium real estate at this point. We've made him block, we forced him to block, so why not make him, you know, make him hold a little bit more, pull up, you know what I'm saying, or whatever have you, right? Whatever you want to do, at least make him think a little bit more, right? You ideally want to make them think a little bit more when it comes to their offense, because like you know, playing neutral, which this is a great neutral tool, but then once you're ready to finally, okay, it's time to go in, we're not using this. Why? Because ideally the opponent wants to walk back. Okay, when you're pressuring them, ideally they want to walk back, but we want to check them for walking back, making sure they're not walking back for free. So what happens is that you can catch their legs. When a person is walking back, you can't in fact block your legs at the same time. It's either you're crouch blocking or you're walking back. So ideally, what would happen is while they're walking back, you can catch their legs with a crouching medium kick. That's why it's more powerful than the crouching medium punch. Although the crouching medium punch is in fact faster, and it does cover a decent range, it is a little bit nicer to use the crouching medium kick to catch people, you know, on their offs. You feel me? And on top of which, you need to make sure that, especially if you have meter, you're using it, you know? But aside from that, you know, you gotta make sure that you're using your meter a little bit more, okay? There were a lot of times where you could have used it, you just chose not to. It's fine. Let's move on to the next thing. So the next thing I wanted to discuss is to make sure that you're not pressing when you're not plus, okay? Now, let's go over a couple of buttons that are plus. This button, you see how underneath at the bottom there it says advantage 2? it means that you are not allowed to press here. Okay, so when he does this, you still can't press. Okay, but with that being said, his options from out here are a little bit less. Most likely he's going to try and, you know, sway it or whatever have you. Okay, so with that being said, you cannot press there. Also, this +1 you cannot press here. Okay, unless you know he's gonna go try something cheeky, you know what I mean, you can try and check it. But again, on practice, you might not want to press on +1, because if he does something like this into jab, then you get hit and then he gets like whatever it is, right? That's what ends up happening. So make sure that you're not pressing on plus frames. Okay, so like this as well as this is also plus. Okay, you don't want to press on that unless he's spaced himself out so far. Let me see if I can get the proper range, like here. Then you can kind of check with maybe your crouching medium kick or something of that sort. But on practice, you don't want to really be challenging on the plus frames all too often, especially if you know that their offense is going to be very basic, where plus frames, more buttons. Okay. Also, there were cases where you were dropping your light confirms. Okay, we gotta make sure we got these every day of the week. You feel me? Every day of the week, right? Even if we want to do some like, oh, let's see if I am not getting this. There we go. Okay. Like, even if we get that right, we want to make sure that we're getting our light confirms off, because they're really important to getting our offense started, right? And even if we get something like this, like we get crouching medium kick, then we want to get into the jabs and then make sure that we're confirming it. Okay, sometimes what ends up happening is that if you press it a little bit too fast, you might not get it right. What I'd say is that take a couple of moments between the jabs. Okay, not too much time, but there is a little bit of a window there that you can in fact fit a little bit of a window there. If you can hear my tapping, listen to how the tapping sounds. Okay, and then slow it down a little bit, that way you can kind of see how it's confirming. Okay, also when it came to round start, we were very uncomfortable with what happens at round start. Okay, so that's one of the options that he likes to do. So ideally you did the right thing and you kind of like turtled up, but then you weren't prepared for anything, right? The idea is to be prepared for something to come out. So let's say that they decide to jump at you, right? We want to make sure that we're prepared. We want to make sure that we're prepared to anti-air. Okay, and then if they say want to come in dashing at you, you want to make sure there we go. Okay, you want to make sure that you're prepared. Okay, at the very least I want you checking it. Okay, because ideally you want to check this as often as possible. Yes, I understand my timing is a little bit off normally because I am talking and playing at the same time, but ideally you want to kind of be prepared for them to kind of like jump at you or do anything of the sort. And then if they want to come at you crazy with the drive rush, then we have a little bit of a confirm. And then again, when you are pressing crouching medium punch to try and check their dash, okay, make sure that you're pressing parry after it, because if you press parry after it, see how I'm getting nothing when I'm pressing parry after it, but the moment it hits it combos. See what I mean? If it happens to combo, then you get the rest of it. See what I'm saying? So here's whiffing and you don't get anything. If it hits, then you get the combo. Okay, all right, perfect. So the last thing that I wanted to make sure that we went over was making sure that your mentality is right. Okay, there were a lot of situations where you were sitting in neutral, you were prepared, and then you would just kind of like do something. Okay, what are we looking for? What are we trying to deal with? What is our goal? Okay, so for instance, if our goal is to try and snipe some fireballs, then our mind should be prepared to snipe. Oh, what is the input again? There it is. To snipe some fireballs. So then our mind should be prepared to snipe the fireball, right? If we're like, okay, we know that he's gonna try and do something fireball related, then we go for it. Okay. On top of which, there were a couple scenarios where you were twice. Yes, there were specifically two scenarios where you were in burnout and they tried to back up and try to fireball you to death. Okay, you have both this option, like I mentioned, right, as well as you can let this rip and punish them for it. And especially because you were in CA at the time, it does a little bit extra damage. So that one did 4,000. So let's say that you were, realistically, you were lower than that, right? And then booms, you hit them for 45% off rip. Okay, and not only that, but it also allows for your meter to come back because you were in burnout at the time, right? And you want to make sure that you're spending some time trying to get that meter back. Okay, that's why it's so important. And even then, you can even get a confirm off of the see how much it takes. Oh, ooh, it's unstuck. It's standard. There we go. So even then, watch your drive meter come back. Okay, not only are you hurting their drive meter, but you're also allowing your drive meter to come back. So it gives you a better chance to make that comeback that you need to. Okay, and you have your full meter back. So that's just the stuff that I'm saying that you should focus on top of which what we're looking for. Okay, what are we looking for in the neutral? A lot of them like to press this, a lot of them like to press this in neutral. You want to make sure that we're ready to whiff punish, just especially if you happen to be crouching at the time. They're like pressing this in neutral, and then especially they love doing this. Okay, so just make sure that we control that in most situations, and you'll do a lot better. So once again, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope this helps you out before your tournament. Thanks.